EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Nice move at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a friend.
I'm about to make a play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Chase Winovich.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Wentz gonna throw. He's got his tight end Burton. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Wentz gets this one to the tight end, Charles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 36-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Wagner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass, intended for number 17, incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen to Michel on the screen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Allen now on first down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing now is Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. one. Touchdown, New England. Devin Asiasi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Michel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Allen. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Muscles it, and deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Airing one out for Boyd. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
The tackle.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
1st and 10. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the 2nd half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brings up 2nd.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First down, New England.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
On the play.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
He wants to throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. From the gun on third down, Wentz flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come on. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Danny.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
On second down, Michel. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 24. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Bengals 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
On third down, Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They run for it with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Michelle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And it's Michelle once again. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down right at the line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. He's got daylight past the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the